Where did I drop that? Where did I drop that? Where did I drop it? Oh, oops. Did I just drop that? Yeah, it took me like 5 cakes. Woo-hoo-hoo. My RNG is godly. Anyways, it's not what I want to talk about. But I think I dropped that. Oops, didn't mean to drop that. Didn't mean to drop that. Hopefully showcase this here next day or two. What I want to go over this video is I want to just go over the new rally moves that people completely forgot about because of the event. So it's going to make PvP pretty interesting. I'll show you how to get a few of these as well. That will help you out, a few tricky ones that you may not know. And there's even an MM included as well. So without further ado, we'll go through them. Okay, so first of all is Mutagon. Mutagon is now capable of getting the move Quick Punch. What Quick Punch does is basically it's a priority move that allows you to hit. The thing with it is, see with secret ability, the secret ability on Mutagon is Heavy Fists, which basically means that anything with punching or slapping will allow you to deal 50% extra more. So basically this is actually 60 and it's a priority move, and the fact that it hits like an absolute house already is frightening. What that should kind of lead to is the rise of things like Dusket, Vesperatu. I would even say probably terrifying your soul to a degree as well, if played right. But like this thing is going to be an absolute monster. How you need to get the move on your soul is very simple. Or your soul, sorry, Mutagon. You need to go to a Battle Coliseum and remove a move. You then put Mutagon as the assistant, and for the rally leader, I used Himber as an example for Quick Punch. So I used Himber and it allowed me to get it onto Mutagon, simple as that. But you need to delete a slot to make sure that there's space for it. Other moves that have now come into play is Eruptodon now gets Magnify, which increases its range attacks by ×2. So we should probably see a lot more smart Eruptodons. Fire Breath and Mud Spatter is kind of like, it's only a move pool in terms of the range side, really. But it's still frightening. You know, I would expect people now to be looking at maybe running Nimble because of its speed tier. For example, outspeeds Ikazuni's 75 base, Eruptodon 77. So in this case, obviously this set is obviously smart clever. You probably want to go to Nimble range attack. The alternative that you could do with this is Accelerate exists. If you can get Accelerate and a Magnify off, oh boy, it's gonna be fun. With Eruptodon as well, obviously Pyro allows you to hit a lot more. Does it get combustible? I can't remember. If it gets combustible, that's also something pretty tasty. Arpeago now gets a couple of new moves. I haven't rallied them onto it yet, but it gets Dark Surge and also gets Rejuvenate. Okay, so for Rejuvenate, very simple. Go to your MMs, click Rejuvenate, hit use Arpeago. Simple as that. The issue Arpeago had was basically had Frostbeam and Tsunami, and then Rant were its only thing. So we can now put Rejuvenate in, and then I'm guessing Dark Surge for Rant is looking like a no-brainer. Again, could rally down, but reverse rallying would be a lot easier. If you have anything that has Dark Surge, probably put that in the leader spot. I'm actually just trying to think who all gets Dark Surge, if memory serves. Let me just double check. Dark Surge, Loomian Legacy. Because you might have to rally down first. We'll have a look here. Yeah, so Kleptyke and Ragoon, Revenant as well gets Dark Surge, so you don't have to, you can easily reverse rally on it. So basically what I mean, put Arpeago, delete a move slot, doesn't cost you anything to do that, on the assistant, and then put Dark Surge in there. So let me just show you. So if I go here, go to Battle Coliseum, I'll just do it so you can actually see how it works, because a lot of people actually don't know about reverse rallying. What this means for, how big is my Mutagon, by the way? He is huge. That is one big boy. Arpeago now has moves which is important. Rejuvenate is always good to have. So would you like me to help forget? Yes, I'm talking to this dude here on the right. Arpeago, choose. Okay, let's get rid of rant. Easy peasy. Okay, and then what we want to do is we want to go back to our adventure mode. Easy as that. Yeah, the new update has been amazing. Not only that, the new Loomians, but also these moves is just going to make it really, really interesting in terms of what we're doing. So Arpeago now has a space stun, so we want to get something with Dark Surge, so let's just grab, pretty sure Revenant has it. Yep, dead on. So we can grab Revenant. So we'll put Revenant in there. Then once we get a Wisp up, then basically Arpeago should have Dark Surge. In the meantime, what else we got? Venticine. Venticine now gets Battering Ram. So Battering Ram hits harder the higher your range defense is. So like this base range defense is 142. It's absolutely frightening. This is obviously a 200, 200, 100. This is such an old Loomian for me, because obviously I haven't looked after the energy. But you know, you might even take that out of the range attack now. You actually probably would still keep that in range attack, or you might put it in the energy now. Soft water you probably still want to keep. You may want to swap brace in for geyser or sleet shot. Sleet shot was obviously helpful for the likes of Avatros coming in. Which you could still keep. Geyser obviously gives you that chance of getting the burn, and you also get the stab on it from a range attack, so you probably want to keep that as well, to be honest with you. But Battering Ram, it now means Venticine could probably actually do a bit of damage, whereas before it was you were actually just banking on getting the burn, to be honest with you. Dusket now gets Spare. So there's loads of Loomians that actually get Spare at the moment, so if I think about it, a Geklo straight away is like the first thing that comes to my mind that has Spare. Again, you need the reverse rally because you can't rally down on this. So Geklo, Cradle, Bracaloa, Volcaloa, Calf Note, Zaleo, Ample, Hydranian Gworm all get Spare. It's not really going to do much on PvP, but it's more of a convenience thing, because if you're Gleam hunting, instead of swapping about all the time, you can just use it and it makes life a lot easier. Icicle at the moment, Icicle now gets Rejuvenate, which is good. The only problem with Icicle is its energy is absolutely trash. It's 69 base. Don't worry about this here. But you know, looking at it, and yes, that is an alpha Icicle. It's like 1 in 80,000 or something ridiculous. Right, let me see if we go to MAMs. I'm going to Rejuvenate. If you haven't got Rejuvenate, you need to do it for Mastery. It's a certain level of Mastery that you can get it, and I'll tell you exactly now. Rejuvenate, Loomian Legacy. Level 18 Mastery, so you don't even need to grind that hard to get it. Like, you should always do your Mastery anyway, because you're going to get like things like gummies, you're going to get boost coins. All of those things are absolutely perfect. Diborg gets loads of moves now. Let me just check something. Diborg now has become a bit scary, to be honest with you. Okay. Obviously here I've got my old secret ability. I haven't rallied, well, I have rallied, just haven't set it up yet. It now has access to Metal Blast, so again, range attack that's going to give it stab. It also has Mega Punch, which is huge, because if you think about Diborg's typing, like Terraclaw can't even do any damage to this thing, really. You think about it. It also gets Muck Blast as well. So Metal Blast for me, Protogon or Guardian are the easiest things to rally off. Mega Punch, again, we've got Mutagon that has Mega Punch basically installed in it, and then Muck Blast. With Muck Blast, there's so many things that have Muck Blast. Just to kind of give you a list, just want to make sure that I know who learns it organically. On Muck Blast, you have the following Loomians that give you Muck Blast. Terraflying Gobademic, they learn it normally. Just thinking there, Dusket also gets Shadow Sprint, by the way, I forgot to mention. So on Shadow Sprint, Shadow Sprint gives it a bit of priority. The problem with Dusket is nobody really runs it for Brawny, because it only really has that and Phantom Slash. It kind of needs like another move, to be honest with you. Its speed tier is pretty decent as well with Dusket, so I don't know. Vesperado or Wizzpop is what we'd rally the Shadow Sprint off. Other things, Florent. Florent gets Life Drain. There's loads and loads of Loomians that gives Life Drain to Florent. Florent probably needed it, to be honest with you. Also, it gives it a bit of coverage now against the likes of the new Loomians coming out of the Sweet Retreat, like the Ice types. You can do a wee bit there, get a bit of recovery back, probably with all the water types as well, but the typing with Florent, it just makes it extremely difficult. Divine, Felver, Cinnamorph, Terrafly, Wiki, Wild Isle, Marmark, Ceratot, Trapdown, and Wakalaka all get Life Drain. So it's absolutely loads. For me, big wins here. Mutagon's going to be huge, absolutely huge. Eruptidon, and probably Venticine as well. So I'm going to leave it off there just to kind of show you here. Hopefully we can show you this. So as you can see, just finishing up. There's the rally. Don't care about the Wizzpop. The only thing that matter is Dark Surge has moved over on the Arpeago. Let's click on the Arpeago. Battle. Boom. Dark Surge. Easy as that. And that's how you reverse rally, guys. It is literally that simple. So I hope that video helps. Loads of changes for PvP at the moment. It's really exciting to see. I'll try and get a few PvP videos out during this week. As I say, I've got Namori hopefully tomorrow or the day after. It's basically trained, ready to go. Was testing it with a few things as well, so it was a bit interesting. But like again, Mutagon, Quick Punch. Dusket gets Spare and Shadow Sprint. Arpeago gets Dark Surge, Rejuvenate. Diborg gets Metal Blast, Mega Punch, Muck Blast. Icicle gets Rejuvenate. Eruptidon gets Magnify. On Magnify, Cinnamorph gets it at like level 45 if you reverse rally that on. Venticine gets Battering Ram, only get it from Garbantus. Florent gets Life Drain, and that's everything. So guys, it makes it interesting. Let me know what you think's good, what you think's bad. What do you think you're going to use to counter these things? One thing that I want to run is Diborg. Diborg with Tank allows you to do 2 hits. You can Power Focus, and then got like Mega Punch, Muck Blast, or Metal Blast. On the secret ability, you could still run Handy, and you could hypnotize people. You could run. Oh, it's so good. It's good to see like lower ones now become more viable and more used as well. Because I'm going to leave it off there. I hope this video has helped you to some degree. If you haven't, please do hit the like. That stuff helps me out, and I shall see you next time. Hope, keep it country.